Hey everybody, I hope you are super excited to start the Easy Wrap Sew Along tomorrow night. I just thought I'd make a quick prep video for you and go through and identify some of the pattern pieces and a few things like that. So the very first thing you're going to need to do, if you haven't done it already, is print your pattern. Now when you're printing your pattern, you want to make sure that you select actual size or 100%. You don't want any fit to page or fit to printable area. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I have printed my PDF pattern and I've taped all the pages together. Now there are a couple of markers that are a little bit hard to see, you have to look closely. And these are the shapes and markers that you'll use to align your pages correctly. So as I talked about before, we need to print our pattern out at actual size or 100%. And the first page that you want to print is this zip pocket piece. And at the top of this page there are two test squares, so one is in centimeters and one is in inches. And once you've tested that out, you just want to check that it does line up exactly. And it needs to be really precise, because even if it is a couple of mil out, that will make a big difference to your pattern when you're putting it together. So here you can see that my 2-inch square matches exactly, and that's what we're looking for. So if you've got an inch ruler, you use the 2-inch square, and if you've got a centimeter ruler or centimeter quilting square, you use the 5 centimeter one. And once you're sure that those test squares match completely, then you can print the rest of your pattern. For this tutorial, we're going to be making the complete version of the Easy Wrap wallet. So we're going to have the double clear ID window, the top of the ID window, the bottom of the ID window, the wrap that comes around, and the zip pocket in the center. We're also going to be doing one of the mods, so the additional pocket at the front of the wallet here, so that sits between the outer and the card slots. So on page 39 of the pattern, you can find the layout of the pieces that you need to cut. So it starts with the outer, card slot A, card slot B. And those are the pieces that you'll need to make the basic wallet. If you want to make the complete wallet, the same as I'm making, you're also going to need 2 wrap pieces, 2 zip pocket pieces, and then the top of your ID wallet, the clear vinyl, the strip for the bottom, and then if you're also making the pocket at the front here, you can find those instructions in the mod section. Alright, so looking at your completed printed pattern, it can be a little bit overwhelming to see where all of the pieces are. So that's because the pattern has been created in a way that gives you the most use of the smallest number of pages. So the first piece that we're going to identify here is the outer. So you need to cut one of these for the outside of your wallet. Now this blue line that I've drawn, because I printed my pattern in black and white, is the interfacing. So you need to cut 2 pieces of the heavy interfacing. So one of them you will be attaching to the back of the outer, and the other one you'll be putting aside. And once we've folded and sewn our card slots, you'll be attaching that to the back of the card slots. So this is the outer for the full size wallet, and then over here we have the outer for the mini size wallet. So if you're making a mini, you need to use this outer, and I haven't drawn around this interfacing line in blue pen, but you can just see it there. So that's the line that you need to follow for the interfacing. The next part that you're going to need to cut for your wallet is your card slots. So I've drawn again over here, you can see these coloured lines, but the first piece that you want to cut is your card slot A, which is the entire piece. So all the way from this end, all the way up to the point. Now the next piece that you're going to want to cut is your card slot B. So that is all the way from this end, all the way up to this red line that I've drawn. Now your lines aren't going to be the same colour, because this is me drawing in texta, but you will be able to identify the lines based on the text written here. So those are the pieces that you're going to need if you're making the basic wallet. Now if you're making the mini wallet, you can see down the middle here of this card slot there are 2 lines. Okay, so those 2 lines are the edges of your pieces if you're cutting out a mini wallet. If you're cutting the standard wallet or the full size wallet, you're going to go all the way from that end to that end. Okay, so if you're making a advanced wallet, the next thing that you're going to want to cut out is your wrap. So we want to cut two of these wrap pieces. One of them is going to be on the outside of your wallet, and one of them you're just going to see from here to here on the inside of your wallet. And the other thing that you're going to want to cut is a piece of light interfacing. So I'll talk about the interfacing tomorrow night, but there's a special way that we want to do that. So don't cut out these pieces until you've watched that video about interfacing. Okay, and then if you're making the ID pocket, you want to cut the top of the ID pocket. So you're going to cut this piece here to the blue line on the fold. So this blue line here is going to be on the fold of your fabric. Then you're going to cut a piece of clear vinyl, and that's going to go from this blue line down to this pink line. And then you're going to cut a strip of fabric that's going to go along the bottom of your clear ID window, and you can find the measurements for that on page 23 of the pattern. Okay, so the next thing I thought I'd do is show you my current Easy Wrap wallet. So I've been using this one for about 6 months now. It's a little bit grubby. It does go everywhere with me. It's been thrown on the ground and the kids have played with it and all sorts of things. So the wrap that I've used on the back of it is the top opening wrap. So I'll be doing the same again for this one, because I find with the top opening wrap my iPhone slides in there nicely and it doesn't fall out. So that's good. I did have a diagonal opening one, but I have the plus sized iPhone and it doesn't quite fit through the diagonal opening, but it does slide into the top opening quite well. So then we've got the flap here at the front. So I've got a magnetic closure. This one doesn't have the ID pocket window that we'll be sewing during this sew along. And then this is inside it, so you're going to have to excuse the mess and rubbish that I have in there. So you can see at the back here there are 8 card slots, and then behind the 8 card slots there is a deep pocket. So you can see this is my Kmart card here, and it's on its side and it goes all the way to the bottom. So that's a nice deep pocket at the back there. Then we have our 8 card slots, an additional just pocket there, the zip pouch which we will be sewing, another pocket there, and as you can see the zip pouch isn't attached to the bottom of the wallet there, so that gives it a little bit of movement there. And then we have another 8 card slots, which you can see all filled up with kids' library cards, and then as well 2 deep pockets at the front here, so I use those for keeping my Flosstyle business cards in. The other thing that we will be adding on to the wallet in the sew along that's not in this one is the deep pocket at the front here. So just between this deep pocket here and the front, between these 2 layers of fabric just there, we'll be adding another deep pocket, and so that will go the whole width of the wallet. So then on the side here you can see this is the wrap where it comes around the side, and you can see also that this is the edge of the outer wraps around the edge of the card slots to create a binding almost the whole way along. So you can see that there as well, and then you can see that the wrap is tucked in inside there but comes around the outside here. So those are the parts of my Easy Wrap wallet. We'll be using a magnetic snap again, and then I just thought I'd show you the fabrics that I've chosen for my wallet for the sew along. So I'm going to be using this Marvel, I think I've gotten that right, my husband will shoot me, Marvel maybe fabric for the outside, and then the purple and the red for the inside. So these aren't the colours that I had originally planned on using, but when I went in to buy my fabric they didn't have the colours I wanted, so I had originally wanted a blue and a grey. But the lovely ladies at East Coast Fabrics helped me pick out the purple and the reds. The red matches nicely with Spidey and Thor's red cape here, and the purple matches nicely in with the Hulk's shirt and a few other little bits and pieces over here. So the other thing that I have that I'll be using is my red zipper and my gold magnetic clasp.